Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to the Beastlands, the section thereof that is Everden, and the corner of that beautiful anthropomorphized animal wonderland that is the Humblewood. And we rejoin our wonderful adventurers over here as they continue on their quest to investigate and combat the growing threat emerging from the scorched grove and the fiery dangers that that represents. A big thank you for those jumping in and joining us here. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see all you folks coming in from Idle Champions. Thank you for joining us. That we have a brand new code to grab your Electrum chest, ! Code in chats to grab that, and you have all that fun. If you are not playing, please do check out this awesome strategy game, officially licensed from Wizards, and all sorts of great adventurers available and characters available from the Forgotten Realms lore, and lots of popular podcasts. New exciting Oxventure offerings coming, I see. Loved your promo for that, Lauren, on YouTube. We'll be looking forward. We still have the old video today, right? The new one's coming out very soon. It's like
yes.
Tomorrow.
So we're doing we're doing something slightly different with the two champions that come out every month. And so Rust is available to take a look at the blog and the video. And tomorrow is when the event goes live, and the other champion will be coming up shortly.
Okay, thank you. Look forward to catching that. So yes, do check out that. And we shall be delving into all those new offerings when they come out. Okay, but yes, everyone, grab your code and get off adventuring after the session, if you've got the time to stick around. And absolute pleasure to have you all here. Thank you so much. Now, as we return to the Humblewood, I'm going to go over to where the map is, actually, so we can follow along with the story. There we go. Okay, so our adventurers were in Meadowfen, the village in the middle there, on the outskirts of the Humblewood, on the southern edges of the Scorched Grove, and they were traveling there to investigate the reports of a vast column of dark smoke that had been seen from the Scorched Grove billowing up into the sky. As they arrived there, they heard that members of the community of Meadowfen had gone to investigate and had not returned. But whilst they were there talking to the councillor of the village, one of the survivors stumbled back into town and let them know that the Scorched Grove side village of Ashbarrow had been completely destroyed, and those that had fled and were seeking the shelter and aid of the capital city of Alderheart in the center of the Humblewood had been set upon by bandits and whisked away into the forest from their journey and their plight there. The councillor implored our adventurers to head off to the Alderheart and tell the Council of the Birds there just what was happening, so that they could mobilize the Perch Guard and have them combat this danger and let them know just what's going on. They set off to the east towards Winnowing Reach, and on their journey they came across some of those bandits themselves attacking a poor merchant, a little kitty cat on the road there. The adorable Eliza Pennygleam was being beset by a Vulpin bandit captain and their Mapak bandit allies. They leapt into action and drove off the bandits. Well, drove off, no. Murdered the bandits. Defeated the bandits wholly. They drove off the Vulpin captain, who, knowing the region very well, was able to dash off into the trees and escape. And one of the Mapak bandits was captured as well. And it's there that we shall rejoin our adventurers at the side of the road in the forest as they quiz this Mapak bandit for what they know and talk to their new rescued friend here. I'm trying to remember the official name for the cat folk. I was like, what is it? Sorry.
Kitties.
Kitties. That is the official name. Should be. Let's have a look here. Bear with me. They are Allurin. Okay, the Allurin merchant, Eliza Pennygleam. And we will rejoin them there. And as they continue on towards Winnowing Reach and the capital city of Alderheart itself, I get to do this for the first time as we have our wonderful intro from Patch of QuestJunkiesUK, today's Humblewood Trial by Fire. Welcome back, and yes, there we have our beautiful new intro from QuestJunkiesUK's Patch. Absolutely beautiful stuff as always. Yes, hope you noticed the backgrounds there. We had Astuto, a Vulpin wizard, but actually no, let me have you introduce yourselves. So going around the table, Lauren, welcome back. It's good to see you again.
Hi, it's good to see all of you. I'm fresh off of Gen Con, and so if my voice is a little lower as Astuto, that's why. Astuto is my Vulpin wizard. He really just kind of wants to become a ranger and go into the woods and do cool things.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So yes, that's where we had the nice leafy background for Astuto there. Their ranger instincts there. Okay, Jazz, welcome back.
Hello, I'm Jazz, also known as Underscoria. Today I'm playing Kit Timberfoot, my bard.
Now with completed art.
Yeah. Now it's completed art. So good. It looks so good.
Yes, indeed.
Very excited.
And everyone, do not be fooled by the horns. Not a Servan, not a Servan bad. A Harangon bad.
Yes.
Yes. Jackalope vibes there. It's great.
Yes, that's why they're antlers.
The ears are resplendent. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So good. So good. Okay. And just. Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There should be an unarmed attack with those, definitely. Slap.
Can I?
Absolutely.
Kit and I are gonna focus our efforts on learning how to fight with our ears.
Yes.
And Jess, good to see you.
Good to be back. Hi, all. Back from Gen Con. And I would lighten my glasses. And I am playing Thistle Snoot Whiskerpaws, the Mapak Cleric of the Night.
Thank you. And last but not least, by any measure you get to employ, Tim, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm Ludus Rex. I'll be playing Merrick Dreadcrest, the murderous baker druid raptor. So,
Murderous baker.
Oh, yes.
That old archetype. I can fancy things. Thank you. Okay, yes, and I am everybody else in the wood and around and here and there. And welcome everyone. Thank you for those follows, February, Delisa. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Yes, if you want to get the alerts of when we go live, we have a few sessions a week. Jump in on that, and we have some fun one-shots from time to time as well. Absolute pleasure. Okay, so let us get back to the story here. Oh, and a subscription as well, Alyssa. Thank you so much. Who gets the spin of the wheel? We get to spin the wheel of shenanigans for your player of choice there. Drop the character name or DM in the chat there, and we'll spin that wheel. Got a few shenanigans still in play from last week in our premiere. Right. Okay. So let me chill out Sirenscape a bit. Calm, Sirenscape. Calm. Okay. Now the flurry of combat and the sounds of magic and blades and retreating Vulpin paws into the forest die down, and there is just the murmuring of the brook dancing across the stones to the side of the path, and the murmuring of leaves and regular birds in the trees. The four of you are helping our Illyrian friend to their paws as they clamber back up. I must say, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was in quite the predicament. The Humblewood has become a little more precarious since last I came this way. And do you remember that these Illyrian traders are often seen in the Humblewood, but they are from different parts of the continent. Often spotted down in the Tangle Wilds, down in the far south as well. So, she introduces herself. My name's Eliza Pennyclean, and if you're traveling the same way, and I could possibly ask you to accompany me, that would be very appreciated. And she starts picking up the scattered packages and things put back on her cart.
Astuto has positioned himself behind Maruk, looking down at this bandit that we have subdued, and is doing the hype person thing, in where he's just waiting to back up Maruk and getting answers from this bandit. And so every once in a while looks on over at the cat folk and is just like, yeah, sure. Go. Ask him questions.
I mean, I don't know if you want to tag along with us. We're going to some dangerous waters, you know? What is my accent doing? I'll find it. Give me a sec.
Where are you headed?
Hey, Jess, Mike coming with inspiration for you. Cheers, Mike.
Hello, thank you, Graham.
Murk would like to drop both of his scimitars, put them in a cross formation, and lay them across the shoulders of the my interrogee, and just kind of rest them right here.
It's just try to crane his neck as much as possible. Wishing he had Kit's neck. He's like,
mate,
just
relax.
Just gonna lean down and be like, talk.
Okay, so just before they stutter in reply, I am rolling a d4 here. Astuto, we're going to give you that random spin of the wheel there.
Uh-oh, here we go. Let's see if we can get my dex up to something even more ridiculous.
Let's do it.
No, but you are going to be a smite more wise. A smidge more wise, should we say?
Smidge.
Yes, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. Oh, God, I'm going from a 12 to a 20. Enjoy.
Oh,
Ooh,
jeez.
nice.
Bump. There we
Astuto
go.
is intently studying Maruk's technique, both in the intimidation and in the way that he's holding the swords. Yeah, I gotta learn how to do that. Yeah, you better talk. Yeah, I gotta learn how to do that. That's super cool. Yeah.
Astuto, suddenly it all clicks together. You suddenly become wiser in the ways of the ranger thought. He's like, the trees, they speak to me. Okay. So Murk, you this is going to be effective regardless, but let's do an intimidation check just to double check how.
All right. Let's do that. Oh, guidance, cool. I'll take a D4.
How does a guidance to intimidation look?
20.
I'm
Dirty 20.
Just tapping Maruk on the back, and I did just shoot off a Toll the Dead at a fleeing enemy like a complete
Absolutely.
Psychopath before we ended the last stream.
That is true.
So I imagine I just have my spell spark in my hand, going to be helpful, but it might be frightening.
Okay. Thank you. Let's have a look here. Okay, so Maruk, yes, you just said talk, right?
Yes, I just leaned down to him while crossing the swords of sex. Talk.
Yeah, and he's like, about what? The passing of the seasons, the weather, the sharpness of your blades, your your blade maintenance regimen? What?
I think I just like lean my elbow. Oh, you don't have? Do you have shoulders? You're like a bird, right? I'm just gonna lean my elbow on what would constitute as your shoulder. I'm just gonna say, how about we start with what you were trying? What were you? What am I trying to say? What you were looking for?
Look, we was just wanted to survive, you know. Look, we've got nothing. We've been left with nothing. It needs must, isn't it? It needs must.
And what about your friend?
All of us, we're just trying to get by.
No. I meant the really foxy lady.
Yeah, the boss. Yeah, they're just in charge.
Who?
This one, it's just our captain.
Who?
They do have a name. Please hold. Frey? I think they were called Frey.
Never trust a Frey.
That's crazy. That's the name of my other character in a different
Unwitting crossing of the streams. Now, so Captain Frey Meriden. Please don't tell me that's the surname. Yeah, Frey Meriden, right? Look, we might be bandits, but you know we're organised. We're just taking what we need from those that've got plenty. And he kind of like side glares at Eliza.
Astuto's gonna lean forward a little bit and just kind of ask him where they're taking the prisoners. Aren't they taking prisoners? Didn't we find out they're taking prisoners? Where are they taking the prisoners?
Are you taking prisoners?
Oh, you mean those? Look what happens when you listen to the birds in charge, eh? No offense, your scimitar ship. Look, the birds would have you think that, yeah. From their lofty perches, nice dry nests up in the treetops. Look, those that come with us to our base of operations come willingly. We ain't snagging no one. We ain't taking prisoners. They're just ones that want sanctuary, a place to stay away from the high-ups, if you will, that do nothing but look down their beak at you.
We're supposed to just take your word for that? Are we just taking his word for that? Because I gave up on the accent.
While this is happening,
you're a carnival performer. You're one of many voices.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got 3 hours of sleep last night. It's my own fault. Anyway, continue.
While this bandit is distracted with being questioned, I would like to stealthily rifle through the items that they're no longer using.
Okay. They have a... Let's see here.
Oh snap! You're not even gonna make me sleight of hand. Okay, cool.
No, it's just he hasn't got anything. Let's have a look
He
here.
can stop you.
He is kind of being held by your scimitar ship, so you know he's not really going anywhere.
I think
Remember, there's also his dead friends on the ground.
that's it. I mean, if you want to take it secretly, we'll do a sleight of hand. But even if you feel, it'd be like, yeah, please be my guest.
He won't argue with the scimitars.
Hard to do that.
Hey, inspiration for Astuto. Thank you, Decius.
That was a nat 20.
Hey,
nice.
Oh, nice.
You're gonna focus on the phoenixes fly.
Nice.
And I get to immediately conceal it on my person, and if I choose to put something in its place.
Okay.
Because I am an opportunistic thief.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, I can either conceal it flawlessly or put another object in its place.
Okay.
So what does he have?
I mean, out here on a mission, not a lot, I'm afraid, but there is a small pouch with 5 gold pieces.
Okay. I am going to take those 5 gold pieces, and I'm going to give him 4 ball bearings.
Okay, in the pouch. Okay,
Man,
okay.
not even a ball bearing for each gold. Like, the price of ball bearings. Jeez.
Honestly, I'm paying these are the most expensive ball bearings anyone has ever gotten.
Finely crafted in the light of her moon god.
But, you know,
High
he's
carbon
going to
steel.
get something out of this. We're all going to get something out of this.
Indeed. And they're wearing leather armor and they have short swords, but they're in really bad condition.
This is tragic.
What a use of a nat 20.
Jeez, even my sword is in better condition than this sword. Even I can see that.
Look, we're trying to make do, okay? We can't be choosers, and look, we're just the Bird Council and the Purge Guard don't give a crap about us, all right? And yeah, there are legit bandits that are out here before all of this started, but most of us, and so certainly those of us back in the mountains, we're just dislocated and, you know, driven out of our homes and perches and just looking to get by, all right?
And then you became bandits because, like, that's how you become legitimate bandits. You legitimately was doing banditry, and so you're bandits now.
Look,
Can I make an insight?
there was this red-breasted bird folk that was our inspiration. They called him Robin Hood, and he used to take from.
Sounds cool.
Lauren, sorry, yeah, that wasn't my only dad joke. I'm sorry. one of them has to be one we're live. has to be recorded evidence. Look,
Can I make an insight check to see if I believe him?
please, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do that too because this is a very believable story. However, we tried to converse with these Mapak. I'm saying this out loud. Hey, I did not want to fight you. We came up to you and I was like, what are you doing? And you were like, we're robbing a cat. And I was like, let's have a situation and share the spoils or talk about why you're robbing a cat. And then you attacked me and my friends here. So I understand. You know, what's mine is mine and what's yours is mine and yours is mine and mine is yours. And, you know, I get it. We've all got to get by. But, like, why did you try and hit my friends in the face? We could have had a sharing.
If we really look at it, they kind of drew the short end of the stick, really.
And all of that was rather preempted by your lockbeard servant friends here. Antlers come in charging at us.
That's fair.
I got a 13 on insight.
I got a 7.
Okay, seems
I believe him.
Seems legit, yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about this base of yours? Where's that?
Oh, we're far away from home here. It's off in the mountains. It's actually on the map there.
Why are you so far away? That's weird.
Well, you know, this is where the main thoroughfares are, aren't they? You know, we got bored of stealing books from those old stuffy professors.
So you're stealing from the people who are trying to help the people who just want to get by. And so then you make the people who are trying to get by not able to get by because they can't get stuff because you're stealing the stuff. And so more of them get desperate, more of them get bandits.
No, that's not it. Look, us Mapaks, we believe firmly in trash economics. It's what trickles down to the bottom of the dumpster. It's all good stuff.
That's
look,
why it's trash.
What's trash economics?
It's where we take from.
You don't steal trash.
It's where we take from these capitalist long whiskers
one?
here.
I'm gonna
Mapak's
turn to our.
trash is another Mapak's treasure.
I'm gonna turn to
But
our.
this
our.
is Sorry, I totally cut you off. Go right ahead.
Very good. You're good. I think I didn't know you weren't done. I'm gonna turn to the cat lady, Eliza. Is that her name? I'm gonna turn to Eliza. I'm gonna say, "Are you a capitalist?" Also, what's a capitalist?
I like to get a fair price for my wares that I have hauled all the way here from far afield.
I want to look in
Fair
her pockets
price.
now.
I know.
And
I'm like,
I have to
what's
make a profit.
What's a
I have to.
This world is so weird.
I have to sell it at more than I bought it for, otherwise I have nothing. And I traveled all this way.
A prophet is like when someone has a vision, like when Hath tells me where to go in the stars. If I didn't listen to Hath, if instead I stood on a mountain and just yelled that everyone should do what Hath said, that's a prophet.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I would like to protest at this point that a divine mandate is not the capitalist system. That being said, this is not about us talking about the economics of the entire world. This is about what's right and just what is making more things be wrong about what's happening here. And you should be ashamed.
I am just a
You
simple.
should be dead.
Relax. I am just a simple bunny folk from another world, and I don't understand a lot of things, but I can say that what I am gathering from this is that this lady here sells things for more than they're worth for some reason, and this guy here decided that we should die on sight just because. I think that your world's a little messed up, but which is the worser crime here?
Well, the nice cat lady brings people stuff that they can't get other places. And I mean, don't you like getting paid for your work? What, you didn't get paid at the Witchlight Carnival? You just like do it for you.
What is pay what? Pay like
Do you get food? You get like a place to sleep? You get like free
of
pixie
course.
dust? Well, that's getting paid.
No, it's
That's
not.
slavery?
No,
No, it's only
not.
slavery if you're forced to
food.
do it.
And a place to sleep
I was
for your work.
happy to do it. No, it wasn't for the work. If you were just there,
Okay.
you were just there. Also, we don't use these coin things. We kind of just trade favors, really, or memories, or
So-
your firstborn
Makes sense.
child,
Bouncy.
or wishes sometimes,
Yeah.
dreams. We also have like items that have sentimental value. We trade those.
Oh,
It's
there's
never for more than what it's worth. That doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you buy something for more than what it's worth? What if that is too much?
They did have a proprietary
What if it's the
currency at the carnival.
Necessity.
So at this point, Murrick's gonna
That's
tap
true.
both of his scimitars together, just
They have
kind of loudly, ting ting.
Yeah,
So-
listen, I got enough of the economics
Yes.
when I was not in school at all. So let's
Does
focus,
he
focus,
live? Does
focus,
he
focus.
die? Do we capture him? Do we take his hands? Do we take his feet? Do we? What do we do?
Typical bird folk.
This is
See,
a lot.
exactly what I've been talking about.
Hey. So far, we've kept our end of the bargain. We said we'd keep you alive and let you go if you told us the things that we wanted to know about. And this is commerce. We're making it a transaction here. We're just not doing it with coin. That's all. As I kind of eye Kit, and then like, so
sure.
So do we need anything else from him?
Why would you take
will
his
you-
feet? Someone I used to work with used to, deal in feet, but that was mostly so my dad could make mechanical feet. So, you need someone to not have a foot so you can sell them a mechanical foot sometimes. So I need like 8 hours at least, and I'm not very good at it. If you want to give him, rocket feet.
So you're forcing them to, if you cut off the feet, so you force them to buy back another foot?
It's an
I'm having a lot of
improvement.
thoughts. Is
Supposed to,
it?
though. What do you think? Should I kill them? Should I let them live?
Don't shake your head too hard, honey.
I vote
Yes.
death.
I think that would. This is a surrendered person.
We made a deal. And I want to honor that deal. And so he told us what he knew. If we got any more questions,
deal, it's not good.
All right, so Murok pulls both the scimitars back and sheathes them. Leave.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
hey, and before you go scampering off, go tell your friend to stop doing bandit stuff and work together to do stuff without having to do bandit stuff. Because you know what happens when you do bandit stuff?
I kill you.
This. And Astuto kind of points at the other bodies that are sitting around and then points at Murok.
I'll
We could have been sharing this whole time.
Eliza looks at you. You wanted to work with them and rob
Sharing
me?
what? Sharing her stuff?
We're talking in general. Once again, focus. Not on the world economics. I didn't get that far in school. So go tell your people.
I just feel like this is a point of contention we should really talk about. Yeah, at some point. No, continue.
I don't disagree. I just don't. I don't know if I know enough about this to make an informed decision. And honestly, I just kind of want to take a moment and.
Oh, no, that's totally fine. Absolutely. You know what? That makes total sense. And I apologize if I put you in a position that made you feel like you were forced to choose. That's not my intention. I'm just very curious about this world and how it works.
No, I get
Anyway,
it.
you can go
I get
now.
it. You're
Actually,
trying
you
to.
should probably really go. Yeah,
Yeah, you should go. Why haven't you gone yet?
please go.
He kind of
I really thought
pats,
you'd be gone
he
by
pats
now.
his pouch and looks contented that there's something heavy in there, and it's like, oh, just scuttling away.
No, you. Listen, kid, I get it. You're trying to learn about this place that you're stuck in, and no offense, I'm not a good teacher. I don't think. I haven't tried that yet. I'm
That's
still
not
learning.
true. I learned a lot from you. I've learned so many things.
Like
I've had
what?
a lot of teachers, and I think you're an amazing teacher.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I guess. And you watch as Astuto looks proud for a second, and then he looks really self-conscious, and then looks back over at Eliza. Okay, so where you going?
Oh yeah, we should warn you. We're going into some really scary, heavy territory. I don't know if you want to tag along with us, but we can do our best to protect you.
Oh, goodness.
Also,
where's
is
you
a
going?
merchant traveling by?
Traveling alone?
Well,
I mean, I've
for you.
I've made the journey several times, and
I've traveling alone through the forest.
I've made the journey several times, and I was never attacked before. These bandits are a new thing.
Well, there's
no
ember
bandits
bats
before?
now.
Ember bats.
Yeah, there's fires.
Nasty.
We're going to try to tell people about the fires that's been going on. Try to warn people because whole towns are getting burnt. It's bad. You haven't heard anything about that?
So we
No.
told you now. We did a good thing.
Splendid. Yes, and let us. Safety in numbers seems to be the way, my Harangon friend. So let us let us journey onwards. I think we should be able to make it to the Winnowing Reach before sunset.
So you're going in that direction.
I'm going to Alderhut.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's where we're going to. All right.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Splendid.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
Let's have a look here. And she starts laboriously pushing the cart along the road, having put everything back on it.
Her push.
And she smiles and nods. Oh, thank you kindly. Oh, my whiskers, that was close. Thank you all for protecting my cart. Yes, and if you'd be so kind, and if you would help me the rest of the way. Oh, I seem we're heading in the same direction.
Well, like you
What's
said,
in the
it's
cart? You
safer
said
in
it's
numbers.
stuff to sell, but what do you sell?
Oh, all sorts of items, really. Yes. please. I'd rather. I'm going to be unpacking everything at Winnowing Reach, so I will show you there.
What? Believe her? What if we're bringing like a bomb into Winnowing Reach?
I know what. Bomb.
Insight check.
Wow. I like it how you went straight to explosives.
19.
I mean,
Okay, yeah, she's full of just a
same. You're so valid.
She's what?
I vibe check for bomb.
Yeah.
What did you say, John?
She's a merchant.
Okay, cool.
It's just trade goods and regular things.
Okay.
So yeah, you continue on skirting around the edge, between the scorched grove and mock fields to the south, the swamps, slime-infested swamps there, and.
So you already had us save a capitalist. Now what if we're helping her do a war crime?
Pushing along there, and you managed to keep going at a regular traveling speed, even with the heavily laden cart. And as you make your way down the road, the terrain on the left side changes considerably. Beyond the lush green trees lining the road, you start to get glimpses of burned stumps and ash-covered fields. It looks as if a massive fire recently ravaged this place. And
I want to, as we're doing that walk and it's getting closer, it's that kind of burnt is happening close enough to the path that I don't have to go too far away. Astuto's gonna just kind of slink on over to the side and want to examine the stuff that's been burnt in case the fire is more than just fire.
Okay.
Was this... Assuming that this is coming from the ash burrow and all of the stuff going on, is this some kind of magically enhanced fire? Is this smell difference? Is there a weird taste in the air? Do we see ember bats around? He's doing a study.
Yeah, are you looking to use survival here or investigation?
Sure.
So
I would
for
not
the
do
role,
nature, but you
I know for the role playing of it would be survival. I think he would also kind of want an arcana check a little bit of both. Is this
Sure.
This will be another chance to examine the remnants of this fire and find out more.
Absolutely.
I will give you bardic inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent.
I would have been playing my little pan flute as little road music, and as we came up against the, coming up across the burnt bit, I will have it'll have died a little bit and be like, and then
I'll slap you with guidance too.
And I'll use the
nice.
help action.
nice.
And I help. Okay, so
Stats!
bardic inspiration's a d6, right?
D6, yeah.
Awesome.
Some
I got the
baby.
d4, so that's another. So that'd be a 26 on my survival.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, you watch as Astuto with no regard for any of the soot and the dirt and everything is grabbing bits of charred things and smelling it and he's probably even tasting it and just kind of looking around for tracks. He's doing hardcore survival.
Okay. No tracks, but with that very high roll, I'll say you discover that there are multiple pock marks on some of the burnt trunks that are, and the stumps that are more kind of intact, but have just been badly burnt. And you can see that the fire didn't sweep through like a wall of flame, from a wildfire would, but it seems to have started in multiple small spots. And you are very, strongly reminded of the ember bats. And it looks like a swarm came through, alighting here and there, alighting in many ways, and starting the fire from multiple small spots, rather than one large, conflagration.
Ember bats. That's
So
all he says.
here?
He just shouts it.
everyone's like, where?
My ears just start drooping. I'm like,
That's
that's not good.
Who do ember bats work for? Can we lodge a complaint?
Maruk, you know.
What direction does it look like they were heading towards? Does it look like there's a pattern?
Not really.
If they're heading in a certain direction.
No, and you
Vibration? No.
and you remember. Yeah, that's a good idea. But you remember at the carnival how they were just swarming chaotically and just almost reveling in the chaos that was being caused. But just you're not sure if it was a malicious thing or just in their nature. And Maruk, you know that they are not following the behest of any entity, but something has made them bolder and travel further afield than they used to. There must be something in effect in the Scorched Grove.
Does make me wonder why they're all out here this far. Emberbats
Right?
tend to stay to their own territory, so coming out this far is odd.
And
Maybe
yeah,
they got bored.
going as far as Ashborough as well was very strange.
Are there any trees that are left at least that? Is there anything I can climb?
Sure, I'd say so. Yeah,
Okay.
and certainly at the edge of the burn, there's, there are fully living trees still as well.
Yeah. Okay. Given that most of the foliage has been burned, I want to climb up the tallest tree that I can find
Sure.
without taking too much time,
Mhm.
and just see if I can see a path or see if they're still around and we just can't smell them.
Okay. Yeah, please
I have
make
climb speed, so I just
No problem then. Yeah, there's no roll needed. You clamber up one of the living trees and on the edge of the burn and just see out across the expanse there, and you can see into the grey, just ashen wastes of the Scorched Grove as they stretch out to the north. Give me a perception check.
Can I have helped by doing the explanation of everything that I've just seen kind of close by, so that the
Sure.
Snoot will have a better idea of where to look?
Yeah, especially with that 26.
may I guide
not here.
myself?
Get to the top
I'm
of the tree
fine,
and just
fine.
go boop.
Slow.
18. Okay.
18 plus the 18.
Okay. So you clamber up there and kind of narrow your eyes, looking out into the kind of haze, and it's almost like a slight fog hanging over the Scorched Grove from the smoke that's just coming off the slowly glowing remains of the fires here and the elemental forces in play. And you do see far enough away that you don't have to be concerned about it, but close enough to have potentially been what was to blame. Because this is Astuta, you also saw this is a fairly recent burn. There are dancing motes of light that seem to swirl and move in a similar way to the ember bats you saw at the Witchlight Carnival.
I would like to yell up, Thistle Snoot! What do your raccoon eyes see?
And I will point and go, there! Like the fireflies!
We all
at
turn.
the carnival!
Only see trees.
Eliza looks up to the east. She's like, oh, I have the sudden urge to get to Winnowing Reach and get to the tavern and get legless.
If he's legless, I could make a leg.
Just a turn of phrase, Thistle Snoot.
Ah.
I want a drink. Hey, Chuck, how you doing, mate? Thanks for the sub.
I
I
wonder
second
if we
this
could.
motion.
Agreed. I also wonder if we could find water bats. Can we find a whole bunch of water bats to put up against
Not-
these fire bats?
Not around here.
Bat.
What about
All
earth
right.
bats?
To Salter's point.
I mean, everything was great until the fire bats came. So, all right, everybody, let's get to Winning Wing Reach. I don't want to be out here on the job.
How many pop culture references can we fit in one session?
Oh, we're not even halfway there. We're on a roll. We got this.
Okay, so you clamber down Thistlesnoot and continue pushing Eliza's cart through. Thanks, Chuck. Okay, I'm going to do a D6 here. Let's see if Kit, Muruk, or Thistlesnoot get the spin.
Oh.
That'll be Muruk. Okay, let's see what's in store. If you want some shenanigans, folks, if you can sub or gift sub, if you're
Please
Amazon...
be good.
Wild Magic Surge, you love to see it.
Oh, I think this is our first one, right?
Yes, it is. They because so many of them are like focused on like in initiative things.
Combat, yeah.
When initiative kicks off, that will go.
Okay.
Sorry, if initiative is called for. Sorry, not when. If. Okay, so.
He'll turn into a plant.
Muruk,
God.
Muruk,
I'm
you look
scared.
to the sky as Thistlesnoot gets the urge to become a drop bear. It's like,
Oh no.
Owlbear from the top rope.
Kit, that just froze on your surprised face. There was like-
Falling down.
Is your connection
a good
okay,
face.
Kit? Are you hearing us okay? Because we're losing you a little bit.
Hello.
It's a little
Alright, hello.
stuttery. It's okay.
That was weird. All I saw was Tim like.
You froze.
That was
You froze
wild.
on a surprise face for a while there. It was
Did
good.
I?
Okay. It was
Your
very
audio
odd.
Sorry.
seems to be coming through, but your video is getting
Yeah, it's real
Oh,
choppy.
choppy.
roboty.
Yeah.
Laggy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you
Technology.
go rolling on your way towards Winnowing Reach, and you are able to reach there without hindrance. And you see the beautiful village of perches and lower land buildings that is Winnowing Reach. And we have a map for this, which you can enjoy.
I like maps.
This one's very pretty, so enjoy.
Yay.
Are we
Ooh.
taking long rests in between this?
Not yet. No. Sorry, we've been
Oh, right.
still traveling
Sounds
to.
Mhm.
Okay. So look at this. It's gorgeous.
That's very cool.
Winnowing Reach.
Oh, Eliza's just gonna plunk herself down in the middle of the town.
Right in the center there. Yes.
Brr.
Given time.
Jeez.
Not quite yet. She's on the way. Okay.
Wow.
Only just when it makes sense, Manny. When it makes sense. Okay, so you hear the sounds of birdfolk and humblefolk alike, all just echoing through the trees as you come into this bustling town, and there are all sorts of folks coming this way and that. Treetop perches for the birdfolk, lower establishments for the humblefolk. And you can see birdfolk coming swooping down from above as they glide down to go about their business. And there are people trading and bustling about. And you see Eliza almost kind of like sighs a bit of a sigh of relief to be in the village here. And you can see some local militia folks coming this way and that. Not official perch guards still this far out. But Eliza turns to you all and like puts her paw on your shoulder. Kit, thank you so much. You made that journey so much easier and safer. Have a rest. You're going to need it when we head off to Alderheart. And gives you a wink. And she's like, I'm going to set up my cart in the market center. If you're ready to set out, yeah, come and find me, and we can carry on our journey north. Hey, Manny, thanks for the crystal for Ludus. Everybody has a crystal. Yeah, she pushes the cart. Doesn't need your help here. She's just like pushing through the people slowly and avoiding, any collisions. And heads off to get set up there.
Anybody been here before?
Nope.
Question. I'd say because all of you traveled from the wood to Meadowfen, so you would have passed through on your way as well. So this
Okay.
won't be your first time.
Yep.
So, question
Jessica
then.
can't remember where her character was from. So for a second, I was like, "Am I from here?"
Possibly.
Look.
Is anyone from? I forget hometowns. Sorry, I don't think I had those.
No,
I only know
Yeah.
Muruks
Let me
because that's very important.
Yeah.
probably Alderheart, but
Enjoy the
I
code.
think I was like, or this if that's fun for you.
So, do I know if there's a druidic contact here for my order?
The tenders.
Yes.
I think the thing with the tenders is they don't really have like a base of operations. They just kind of pass through and are like patrolling and very very ranger like as well, which is why
Yeah, hence
Astuto was
why like
drawn in
a
there.
person, kind of like
Mhm.
sometimes people are left in some places to pass on messages, that
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
I think talking to the local leader, which is in Winnowing Reaches, the magistrate,
Mhm.
that would be a place to hear any news.
All right.
And
Thistle Snoot is not from here. Thistle Snoot is either from Marshview or Alderheart. And
Gotcha.
so you could decide.
thank you.
Just tell me.
Okay. So where would you like to head? There is an inn here. Astuto,
Yes.
I'll say something. You know that a lot of folks from the Avium pass through here because there's a lot of research into the slimes of the mock fields. So you can deal with that as you wish.
Do the folks from the Avium usually bed down here? And if they do they have a preferred place? Is there like a frequent flyer card or something they'll go to?
There is a single inn in the town, which is used by them on the regular, which is called the Wrangler's Rest, because there is a thriving industry of slime wrangling.
Okay, but it's the only inn in town.
I'm afraid so.
Okay. I'm gonna take up what is kind of his usual position, just behind Maruk, and go. All right, we doing drinks?
Sounds
The
good
word.
to me.
I'm
We're
good
told
with
to
drinks,
take rest,
but
and I intend to take that seriously.
John, is there anyone from my home guild here? I just didn't know. Is there a guild house around here?
I think perhaps the closest thing would be at the apothecary. There
Okay.
might be folks that would be adjacent.
Maybe pay for my room.
Have you got a background feature or something?
Yeah. I'm a guild artisan.
Mm-hmm.
So fellow guild members will provide me with lodging and food if necessary, and pay for my funeral if needed.
That's a very specific addition.
Wow.
Yep.
Crikey.
And there's it said some cities and towns offer a central place to meet other members of the profession and patrons, allies, or hirelings,
Okay.
politicians, etc.
Yeah.
And I have to pay them 5 gold a month
Gotcha.
to remain in good standing.
Noted. Out here in the boonies, the apothecary would be the only potential spot there. Okay. So, yeah, you going for drinks at the Wrangler's Rest?
I would like to. Do they have a stage for bards?
They probably would. Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, I would like to perform for my room/boarding.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, here we are. This is the child's fever dream of a treehouse. That is the Wrangler's Rest. So you make your way through, with the folks bustling around you, and all these various constructions up and about, and built into almost like kind of hobbit holes in the ground as well. And you see the spiraling timber stairways that lead up to the treetop inn that is the Wrangler's Rest. And you can clamber your way up there. Right, Maddie? Yeah, beautiful art. Thanks for that, Jess. So, you make your way in, and the doorway is wide open, just having people coming and going. At the end of the day here, folks are coming in to grab food and drinks, and you make your way in there and see. Let's have a look here. Excellent. Sorry, there are like 5 of the original birdfolk and humblefolk species. There's 5 of each, so I just rolled a d10 for any random NPC that drops up here. You go through and you see a large, fuzzy, snooted hedge with their spines bristling, and I think they actually have like earthenware and glass and carved wood tankards just hanging off their spines, and they just like reach over and grab one whenever somebody wants a new drink. And you see a kitchen bustling behind with basically, like the Monster Hunter kitchen scenes with all the cats doing all the work in there. It's that, but with
That's the best part of the game.
It is.
Yes.
All of those cutscenes are amazing. But actually, so like there was a Japanese YouTuber as well that my kids were watching, and they actually waited and they watched the cats doing their thing, and they actually did the full process of making the bread. There was like someone kneading the dough and for ages, and instead of just walking by, they actually sat and watched them, and they actually delivered it to a different cat, and then that cat was like kneading it and putting it into pans and put it into the oven, and they waited still to see what would happen if it would keep going, and then they brought it out of the oven and cut it up and then delivered it to the storehouse. It's like they went to all that effort. I had a similar thing in Assassin's Creed that's in London. There's like all of the conversations things that were going. Every now and then just stop and see how long a conversation would go before looping, and then some of them were really long.
That's very fun in Oblivion because most of the conversations are nonsense, but they will go on for a long time, and sometimes until the 2 NPCs kill each other.
Wow. So
And now I want a sweet roll.
Somebody stole it.
So you see these gerbines come leaping through, these big eared little mouse folks. They come leaping through the hatch between the kitchen with a tray of freshly washed glasses, and they're like chasing behind the hedge as they're just moving back and forth and just like popping the glasses onto free spines as they restock the glasses there, and the hedge is bustling around. Oh, hello, welcome in, you travellers coming. You're looking for food, board, drinks. All tables are fit to bust in, I'm afraid, but we've got what you fancy.
Murrick literally just kind of grabs a Studo and just kind of pulls a Studo in front of him, and just
what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, hi.
You're better with people than I am. You talk.
When have I ever been better at people than you? When did that happen? Hi.
My good sir, is the stage available for performances? I'm
Thank you.
to see.
And he has a knowing smile on his face, and he slams like a fuzzy fist on the bar. He's like, I demand an audition.
An audition. All right.
I'm not letting anyone just jump up on the Wrangler's
kind of...
Rest stage.
That's fair. I imagine you haven't found anybody like myself. I do hope that this passes your expectations, but if not, let me know and I will try it again. And I'm going to take out my flute.
Okay.
And then I will.
This is you giving the help action with your drum?
Yes, I was going to say that I was road crew, and then I remembered that I have installed charisma, so I can actually play my drum for a chain.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay, so are we going to do a group performance check?
I mean,
Sure.
my performance is going to be I will cheer from the crowd. How about that? I'll be that one plant in the crowd that always starts clapping immediately so that everybody gets clapping.
The hedge says, I saw you coming together.
That doesn't mean that I shouldn't be supporting my friends.
Absolutely.
Think of it this way. You hire them, you get me in the crowd, working the crowd.
Now, there's a nefarious meaning to that. I trust you mean in a good way.
There's a bad meaning to that? What's the bad meaning to that? What's the bad meaning to that?
What's the bad?
Oh, the work a crowd means to go and work people over with your fists or something, just really get there.
Oh no.
To just
The hedge goes wide-eyed. He's like, I was talking about
We're just talking
pickpocketing. What are you
verses.
talking about?
I'm not talking about any. No, none of that.
Wow, there's
no.
lots of different meanings for words that are the same. Anyway, are you helming this or am I helming this?
You can go either way.
Are we both doing?
There could be the
are we
help
both-
action to
are we both
somebody,
rolling?
or you can do a group check. It's either way.
Oh, group checks where we both roll.
And then,
I
yeah,
take the
I'll take
better
the
one.
average.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Let's do that.
Lit.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Performance.
Next to the fellow.
I was like, can I
21.
guidance
Yes.
myself?
I'm a bard.
17.
Okay.
Woo!
So that's an average of 19. So very good. You strike up a lovely tune. And the hedge is like tapping along, and there's like clink, clink, clink of all the glasses on his spines, just like kind of bouncing off each other. And he's like, oh yes, ha! Splendid, yes, it's all yours. You
Excellent.
you bring in enough folks, we might find a little room for you and your friends.
Sounds good to me.
And
Like, come on, Thistle Snoot, I'm gonna need your drum.
and he's like,
Okay.
I'll tell you what, the first round of blackberry wine's on the house.
Ooh, blackberry.
I'm here
And-
for blackberry.
And tonight is it's fried stag beetle with sweet peppers and radishes.
That sounds good. Are you
What
vegetarian?
what kind of
yet?
sauce is it in?
Well, it's it's more of a self-basting. We cook it in the shell so it doesn't lose any of the juices.
Ah, got it. Self-basting. I'm okay with this.
If Brooke's okay with it, then I'm okay with it.
Just gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna be like, are there any vegetarian options? If not, it's fine. I'm just asking.
Oh, we could do the sweet peppers and radishes on their own.
That sounds good.
No problem at all. Yeah, no problem at all. All right, okay. Well, we'll
Clap him
deliver
on the
it.
shoulder. Thanks, man.
We'll bring it over after your first set.
That's the greatest moment of my whole life.
You did great. I'm so proud of you. You've really been working on that drum. I told you if you just kind of did it, you know.
How packed is this place? Like body to body, or is it just tables? Like,
The tables are pretty packed here. Yeah, so you're kind of like up against the end of the counter. Yes. This is, I think we just smash cut to Hath just like nodding from the sky. Yeah. You did good. This is it. You did good.
well,
Astuto
Merc's gonna
will-
try to find some place to sit, just like.
Yeah, Astuto will follow and take whatever is the seat that puts him closest to the wall and gives him the best view of the entire place.
Okay.
But where he could still conveniently hide behind Maruk in the event of an emergency
Yes.
or
That's it.
awkward moment. Horrible.
You see folks here that are clearly from the avium, but you don't recognize them.
Hey, listen, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's all fine.
After your time.
This wine's real good. Maruk, what do you think about this? I mean, I think it's good, but you got the palate.
I mean, I'm enjoying it, but all I can think about is like reducing this into a sauce and making something as a drizzle on a baked good.
Do we want to get like a whole bottle of this for the go, and then you can
No,
do something?
no.
Yes!
That's later.
You can
Okay.
cook? That's amazing.
Yeah, we keep telling you he's a baker. Did you remember to do those all the bagels?
Yeah, I feel like baking and cooking are two very, very, very different things.
One's about math and one's about vibes.
And both are amazing when done right, and both are the worst when done wrong.
That I will agree with. And do a quick song up there about, I don't know, baking versus cooking.
You do
wrong.
the theme song to Iron Chef.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you settle down. Kits, you do a great set on the stage there. And I will say... where did dice go? There it is. Okay. You get 6 gold pieces in tips.
Peace.
I bite one. I can't eat this.
Indeed. But it can be exchanged for goods and services.
Think of it like a ticket. Like you turn a ticket in and you get something. That's what the coins are like. They're like tickets.
So it's an entrance fee. Entrance. What am I entering?
You're entering into an agreement that you give them the coin and they give you the thing that you get the coin for.
Why don't
Like
you just
food and lodging.
This is
agree,
what
like
you,
verbally?
That's not the way it works here.
Why? That's so weird.
people.
This is like so much. This is so unnecessary. I feel like it's a waste of resources, honestly. How many of these do they make?
Well, Kit, I don't know. Maybe we just never asked. So, like, how do people get tickets for the Witchlight Carnival? Because we got him because we did a cool thing for somebody, and then they paid us by giving us tickets. How do other people usually get tickets?
Well, usually by doing cool deeds or doing helpful favors. And the ticket is just an entrance into the carnival.
Well, so think about it this
it's
way.
the barter system.
It's
Yes.
and barter system is cool, but sometimes you do a cool thing for somebody. They don't have anything that they want to give you or that's like of equal value, so they give you the money, and the money is kind of like it's like an IOU kind of thing, and then you can take that money, and because the money is like a standard kind of thing for all over the wood, you can take that to somebody else and go, hey, I want a thing. I don't have anything to barter with, but I got this thing that means it's worth a thing. Does that make sense?
That means that you owe me even though we don't know each other?
No, it's like bartering, except instead of getting a thing, you're getting a promise that you can use it to get a thing.
Why don't you just say the promise, though? Why do you need a thing?
Well, imagine if you had promised somebody a thing in the town that Lauren really remembers was actually destroyed. Oh my god. What was yeah,
Ashboro?
Thank you. So imagine if like someone had promised you a thing in Ashboro, and then you left to go do something else, and then Ashboro burns to the ground, and now they can't do the thing for you anymore, and that kind of sucks.
Because they
And-
died.
Or they don't have anything left to give you or something. So now by, this thing is kind of it's an intermediary kind of thing.
Ah, like a middleman, except it's metal.
It's a metal middleman. Yeah.
It's a metal middleman.
There
That
you
makes
go.
no sense, but okay.
Listen, it's all a construct anyway.
Yeah,
While they're
that's
having
what
this
I'm saying.
conversation,
Also, if somebody
saying we're
can't
the
have this,
bandits.
go ahead. That's so valid.
Oh.
Deep philosophical conversation about currency.
So,
And you definitely get the
One
sense
person-
that Astuto isn't necessarily trying to sell you on capitalism, but he is enjoying explaining the system
Yes.
more than you think that he would, simply because he kind of likes being able to teach you something. So it's not a judgment. It's more of I get to teach you about a thing, and this will help you to know kind of thing. But then afterwards, we can totally talk about how capitalism sucks.
Yes.
one of the
yeah.
humble folk at the next table was like, "Is this some sort of poetry performance?"
I would imagine that conversation was between sets, but we could do that. I just perched on the stage, leaning over towards the table, like, But
Yeah,
what
it's
about?
This is just like this front row of like 5 Joby, and they're like, right?
We're like engaging everybody in on the conversation. Like, what do you think? What do you think?
It's always real bad at
in
poetry,
the
but I can always
Feywild,
try.
We just promise things, and if
possible.
you break your promise, you just die usually, or something equally as awful.
Kind of like that.
I mean, that kind of happens here too. It's just there's maybe more steps.
So, Mr. DM, I
That
would like
makes
to
sense.
scan the room for shady people.
Okay.
I found one.
Hey,
Give me a. What would that be?
Joke,
Do you think
joke.
insights or perception?
I'd say probably perception since I'm not engaging with them. I'm just
Okay.
looking.
Please.
Here we go.
Guidance.
Oh, guidance, cool. Oh god, I'm gonna need it.
It's just D4. Don't get too excited.
7, it's
Oh.
an 8.
Okay. Nothing really, I'm afraid.
I go back to my blackberry one.
While the currency conversation is happening,
Yes.
may I use some of the trash that I've been carrying around, and some of the like cedar stuff to use my scrounge craft, and I would like to make a metal man piggy bank for Kit.
Gotcha.
Yes. Excellent.
It won't last for more than an hour because I'm not going to work on it for 8 hours, but it will illustrate the concept.
Yes.
please tell me it looks like the Iron Giant.
Yes, it just takes 10 minutes. So I'm just going to make a little
Excellent.
iron giant who will like, you put the coin in and it goes in, and then it's going to give you like a little thing and like a flower or something.
Is it one of those cool ones I had,
Oh,
like we had as
amazing.
like kids when you put it in the palm of the hand and like pull a lever and it like puts it up to its mouth and eats it? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking the ones where
Amazing.
like
yeah.
you put it on a box and a cat comes out and like slaps it and grabs it. But yes.
Excellent.
I'm like, oh, amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to call him Tony.
Don't get too attached to Tony. Unless you want to.
Why?
And I'll stay up all night and do it. He'll just
No,
stand there after a
don't
while and
stay
stop
up all
working.
night. That's okay.
Okay. Now, Jazz, I need you to remember 1 hour later, I want you to mime using this thing and then go, as it falls to pieces.
Yeah.
Tony is a temporary friend.
Let's start the clock right now.
Tony the Temp. Okay, now, as...
Tony the Temp.
Oh no.
Tony the Tin Temp. Okay,
Tony
so...
the temporary metal middleman. Oh lord, alliteration.
Okay, so Muruk, you do not see any shady-looking folks, but you do see a rather upright-looking member of the habitation here. A rather agitated-looking kindled Corvum, the Raven folk, comes bustling into the Wrangler's Rest, dressed in finery, and they look this way and that from the doorway. You see several folks like kind of standing up, kind of straightening themselves up a little bit and nodding in greeting. They seem well known. And our hedge landlord here looks over. Oh, magistrate, the usual. And he's like all ruffled up, and his feathers are all ruffled with worry. And he's like, oh, no, Reggie, I'm afraid not. Dark deeds, dark times, dark deeds. And he kind of keeps on casting around, looks at you guys. His kind of beady eyes kind of narrow, and he comes bustling over.
I'm just shoveling food. There's just
I
shoveling.
don't recognize this Corvum, do I?
No.
Okay, good.
Unless you've had run-ins with the magistrates here before.
No. Just.
I hope not.
There's a kindled Corvin I want to, avoid. So.
And
He comes bustling over, and he kind of looking at your gear and your setup here, and he's just like, adventurers?
I'm just
Are you
gonna
talking
like
to us?
nudge Astuto with my elbow. Talk.
Hi.
Evening. Please, I must ask for your aid. Thank Lurin that you happen to be here. You must help me.
Okay, so we're currently helping someone else, but we don't have to help them again until tomorrow morning. So we could probably multitask. Cat.
Yes.
In answer to
hop
the
off
master's
the
request
stage.
there, Kalurin is the chaotic neutral god of arcana and trickery.
Ah,
A
fun.
chaotic neutral cleric, they're just like me.
I was about to say.
It's the burb equivalent, I think. Yeah, definitely.
In that case, I'd probably also be like, Kit, come talk to this. Also, Thistle Snoot, you might do a talking.
Okay.
Hop off the stage. Come on over.
And he nods at you. He's like, "Oh, more, even better. Oh, good. Look, I'm so happy that you're here, and if you are able to help us, then that would be greatly appreciated. It's Clifford, that foolish boy. He's gotten in over his head."
Is he a big red dog?
I was just thinking that has to
we-
be hard because he's so tall. Nothing goes over his head.
No. He was here from the avium with his professor. He ventured off to the caverns in the mock fields. He was looking for slimes, and I went to check in, and they hadn't come back from the mock fields for quite some time, and I found the professor, but in a very bad way, and he managed to claw their way back to town, and he said that his young student was missing.
Like
That's not
Clifford?
not good.
Clifford Suncrest?
I didn't catch your surname. Sorry.
Clifford Suncrest? Is that the guy?
I only know Clifford. I'm afraid he's a lovely young fella coming around the town here, getting supplies and things before they headed out. You'd have to ask Professor Griesker. I'm not sure.
No, Clifford.
Where's the professor?
Well, I knew I did, yeah. But, I mean, I don't know if it's the same one.
Tell me all about Clifford.
I mean, he's a big red dog. No, it's not. I mean, it might not be the same guy. I mean, how many Cliffords are there at a place that I never went to? So, like, okay, so it's him and who? And they went off to go do slime things, and then they never got
The
back.
professor and Marianne
the
have been
professor.
missing. They were just supposed to be gone for 3 hours.
Professor Griesker. Yes, they were here from the avium, and they're using the facility that the avium keeps here, the little laboratory.
Oh, is he the? And I look at Maruk and just point at the puppet that we got, the professor puppet. Is that him?
I think, was that like the dean of the college?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So that was it's not the dean of the college.
Incredibly small world.
Thistle Snoot
Well-
doesn't know that.
Yeah.
You're watching as the studio
You
is still
said-
talking, but is like very slowly sinking further into the chair. It's just like further.
I just kind of grab the back of Studo's like neck collar and just like haul him back up. So
By the way, sorry,
You said-
Lauren, did we have species for both of them?
You know what? I was looking up that right now just
Right.
to
I
try
don't-
to
I
make
don't-
sure,
I
and I
think-
don't think I did, so
No,
I
I
will
think
leave
we
it up
just
to
got
you,
names.
DM.
Sure.
It's absolutely. I came. Yeah.
lol.
Not that I would know these people at all for any
Uh-huh.
reason whatsoever.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
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 Nope. Not
Nope.
thought.
Never.
Yeah.
I
Backstory.
wouldn't. At a place that you never went to? Yeah. I
Nope.
wouldn't expect that of you.
I don't know that guy.
Say, if
Okay,
Clifford
Professor-
is a ward.
Professor Griesker is a servant, so dear folk. And,
Okay.
and
Okay.
Clifford Suncrest is also a corvum, like the magistrate.
Okay.
So not a big red ward.
Not it.
Nope. And still, the realms of D&D refuse to pander to the dog lovers of the world. There are still no dog folks around. All these
Actually,
tabaxis
there
and
are.
Lurans and
There are. They're called Kahurna.
So never mind. I know exactly why.
And the only dog folk I've seen are in Pugmire. They have so many. In
oh
Pugmire.
wow, yes, I'm sure.
There was a very, very long time ago before Unearthed Arcana, there was a Magic the Gathering crossover that had like basically dog/jackal
Yep. The Kahuna.
Yeah,
That's gonna,
oh,
okay.
that's the one. Yeah, I
Gotcha,
didn't
gotcha.
remember the name. They were real cool.
Nice. Thanks for the follows, guys.
You guys are nerds.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so the magistrate says, if you have further questions, you really should come and see the professor.
Okay. Where are they?
In the small laboratory that the avium keeps here.
Okay, let's go.
And let's see, which of these looks like a laboratory?
Ah,
Sorry, this is player backstory integration shenanigans happening here. So
What are you talking about? I don't know.
sorry, no, I'm. Actually,
okay, we didn't say whose backstory.
I mean, it's pretty clear on Astuto's face. Like,
Yeah.
he's
there be
a
neither-
real.
He thinks Doth protests too much.
He's
Let's
a real
say
bad
near the
liar.
apothecary though, since there's that's where components.
I
and
think-
whatnot come from.
they're more of a local kind of service. I think, and because so many of the aviums stay at the Wrangler's Rest, I'm going to make it this little hobbit hole right next to it here, with the chimney on top, or satellite dish. I'm not quite sure.
Gotta record my
Wait, will you do
shows.
the scary mark.
Gotta watch my
Let me know
magic
which
mirror.
Okay, so the magistrate leads you out, and he just leaps and glides down. Maruk, you have glide too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, as a raptor, I think you should. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay, you may walk down with your friends or glide with the magistrate.
Oh, I walk with my friends. I try not to fly or glide when I can avoid it.
Okay. So they glide down and they're waiting for you as you make your way around the spiral of the trunk and come down. And he opens up the laboratory door, and inside you see this earthenware, this like earthen-walled, domed chamber, which has various glassware with different colors and bubbling things inside, and like specimen jars with different plants and things held in suspension in fluids. And
Looks like home.
there is a very simple cot on the side, and you see a very exhausted, damaged, injured-looking servant on the side there, and they are seemingly unconscious. But the magistrate kind of calls, Professor Grieska, sorry to interrupt your rest, but perhaps these folks can help poor Clifford. And the servant just kind of opens their eyes and props himself up on an elbow, and they look. Oh, well, I do hope so. That would be much. They kind of cranes their long neck over to peer behind Maruk, where a couple of grey, pointy ears are sticking out. Oh! Astuto? Astuto! Is that you?
At that point, Astuto will finally break trying to hide and run over to him and be like, "Yeah, it's me. What'd you do with Clifford? What happened? What's going on?"
I thought you were gone for good.
I was.
Well, welcome back.
No, I'm not back. I'm finding Clifford.
Yes. Yes, time for all that later. We were-
No, there's no later. There's just finding Clifford. What happened?
We were here gathering.
I'm looking at the other two like, did we know that they knew each other?
No.
No.
I had a suspicion.
You would have. I mean,
I'm
Astuto has
very
been.
insightful.
Yeah, Astuto has been very bad about lying about the Avum, but otherwise he hasn't given any other information.
I had a suspicion Astuto knew Clifford. I did not know that Astuto knew this person, because this is not the puppet man.
This is not the puppet man. No.
Do you know the puppet man?
A puppet man?
The puppet
The
man.
puppet man. Anyway.
Yeah. So no, we're here doing other things. I'm doing other things. These are my friends. They're awesome. They're real cool. Yeah, we're here. We're actually helping someone else out. But we heard that you were in trouble and Clifford was in trouble. And so what happened?
Yes, we we're here with a research delegation from the Avium, as we send every term, and this is my speciality out here in the wilds and the nature. Like you enjoyed so much.
Yeah, I still do. Yeah, you should talk to the Maruk. You get along. Clifford, focus.
It is we were out collecting slimes, samples and things in the muck fields, and Clifford had gone off to investigate if there were any certain cave-dwelling specimens that might be of interest in the caves that are on the edge of I believe we have theories that they might extend under the entirety of the muck fields, but whilst he was gone, I was beset by slimes and almost killed. I managed to escape. They're very, very slow things. I managed to escape and drag myself back to the reach here, and that's when the magistrate found me. Bless them, they came to investigate. Always a fine patron of our studies. But I had hoped Clifford had made their way back, but alas, nowhere to be seen. I'm afraid they may still be in the caverns.
Just them? No one else? It was just the two of you?
Yes. It draws less attention. These things do not have a great deal of perception and awareness of their surroundings unless you're very close. You remember your classes, right?
No. So, Clifford, could you give us, a place that we can go to, go look for him?
Magistrate, could you? And the Corvum Secretary, yes. Well, there's two ways to go about it. If you're in a rush, the fastest way, there's an entrance to the caverns in the middle of the muck fields. There's a slightly more treacherous journey, and all said and done, you have to go through the swamp, but there is another entrance nearer to the exterior path, but you have to make your way all the way around the edge of the muck fields to the far side there.
And I'll just look at Maruk.
How much do you like your friend Clifford?
Enough to go after him. Yes,
all right.
Now.
Like the short way or the long way? Like, how much do you like Clifford?
The short way.
What does that mean?
Okay, all right. Short way.
I know Clifford. Okay, he's a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. So I'd like to go find out that he's not dead. Yeah, kid, what's
up?
up?
You can go the short way, getting him, and then the long way, coming back. And that's a good compromise, I feel like.
I'm okay with either. I'm just how? What we gotta do?
Well, hey, it's your friend, so the short way it is.
The magistrate gives you a very basic map of the muck fields that's in the laboratory here, and points out where the cave entrances are. And he says, if along your way you just happen to reduce the local slime population, well, the Reach would be very grateful for your service.
Listen, we're now doing two things at the same time. We can only multitask so much.
We're doing.
And then he somewhat unconvincingly adds at the end, he's like, oh, and Clifford's safety comes first.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't like this man.
You don't have to like him,
You
but
said that out loud. I love it.
you should like the one, my friend we should be trying to save. And Astuto is taking the map and is trying to triangulate the best way to get to whatever the quickest way to go find his friend.
Okay.
So, you said there's stuff bubbling and boiling around here and experiments.
Uh-huh.
I would like to make some of those go into my bag.
Astuto, you think the professor would donate anything that you asked for, but if Thistlesnoot would like to try the...
then that's much nicer.
Yeah,
I have to ruin this man's day.
I also think Astuto is so laser focused on what's going on that even if he is to see what Thistlesnoot is doing, he wouldn't care. He wouldn't mention. Just whatever gets us out of here quickest so that we can go get after Clifford.
Well, I know Maruk would, since he's like, an alchemical person, he'd be looking around being like, is there anything useful here against slimes or assorted things as well?
That's what, yeah, because Thistlesnoot was raised in an alchemist guild. So I was like, and does not have an alchemy kit. So basically, I was going to try and find. Nice!
Get you an alchemy
I can
kit.
make one.
It's clueless. So
I was looking for stuff I could grab to either make an alchemy kit or something that might be handy against a slime.
Is anyone injured?
of
From
us?
that
I can't
bandit
afford
fight?
to make an alchemy kit. I can make it first.
I'm not.
No, but
Think so.
would you have considered the dinner that we were having over there a short rest?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then Studo, while he was shoveling food into his face, at one point took out one of his
Kids,
books and read it over a little bit, and then he's going to do arcane recovery and get a spell slot back.
nice.
Hell
Yeah, kids. Economics poetry is at least an hour long.
Wow. That's fair, actually.
Um,
At some
An
point,
epic.
it delves into philosophy. Yeah.
Also the magistrate. Thistlesnoot, yeah, there is enough available here to make an alchemist kit. So you can add that. And there, the magistrate gives you a single regular healing potion as well.
Like all of us or just one of
That's
us?
just one between the four of you, I'm afraid.
Ooh.
Probably to a Studo since they know each other, right?
Can we
There
all
you go.
just like chug a gulp each? I don't mind sharing germs.
That's not how it works.
No.
Very nuts.
Okay.
Boo.
So you
Thank you for the alchemist kit. I will also need some, and I just want to haggle for more. You don't have to let me do this, obviously.
Well, if you're gonna start haggling, Maruk's just literally gonna kind of like reach over, gently grab the back side of the coat, and as we're start to slowly drag backwards towards the door, as I'm assuming Astuto's like, all right, map, all right, here, and starting to walk out. So just kind of like
A little bit.
mhm,
Although
mhm.
while it's obvious that we're looking for stuff to help with the slimes, Astudo will stay still. But as soon as it's like, oh, now we're just having fun, a map going now. All right.
Yep.
I mean, this was
Kit
wanted to
as
make
like a-
some bombs to throw at slimes, basically.
Oh,
Like, I
hell
can
yeah.
make a stink bomb. I can make an explosive. I have alchemist fire. Just like, come on, we don't know what kind of slimes they are.
Do we
Okay,
know
thanks.
what kind of slimes?
We'll be back.
there are various slimes out in the mock fields. There are what they are referred to as sticky slimes and caustic slimes.
Thistlesnoot, I trust that you can improvise on the fly.
That's a lot of trust. Okay.
Hey, Robojacks with inspiration for me. Thank you. Now everybody has a crystal. Okay, right. So, you grab those things together with Thistlesnoot to get those things ready, and you get that healing potion. So somebody put that in your inventory there. And yes, following the map, you quickly make your way out the south side of the Reach and into the mock fields.
And I will at this point, so for the first time in a very long time since you've known Astudo, we'll take the lead. And I'm actually going to use my background, which is Wanderer, which means I have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and I can always find my way around, essentially. So I'm going to use this map
Excellent.
and kind of eye the terrain and really figure out what is the safest, fastest way to get to a entrance to a cave.
Okay. So yes, you head out into the mock fields. Now, excuse me. You see that the trees on the edge of the Winnowing Reach become more moss-covered and slimy. You know, kind of tendrils of moss hanging off branches, much like the pretty picture behind me I showed us there. And you start to feel the ground becoming spongier under your feet. We're at the end of the day here, and it is a little ways into the swamp, but Thistlesnoot, your impressive drumming performance seems to have earned the favour of Hath, and there is a bright moon illuminating the slowly dawdling mists that roll across the surface of these dank pools and glens. Dank pools, I'm afraid. Now, as you have taken the shorter route, there will be something along the way. Now, how are you proceeding through the swamp here?
Well, I assume Astudo's in front, and I'm directly behind Astudo.
More along the lines. Are you rushing because you're trying to get to Clifford as quickly as possible, or are you stealthing out of caution?
All right. Well, I will, just so that I don't completely ruin this. I think Astudo's smart enough to not necessarily rush without caution, but there is definitely a urgency in his step. So there will be lots of looking back at everybody, and especially at Maruk, because we are basically the exact opposite of every other time that we have gone anywhere with you following me. So yeah, it's gonna be, we're not stealthing, but we're being cautious.
Okay.
And I'm keeping an eye out for okay, what's out here?
Okay. Let's see. Let me.
Looking for signs of children. So.
Astuto,
Yes.
as you are in the lead here with the map, would you roll me a d8?
Oh dear.
Let's see what you discover in the swamps here.
8.
An 8.
I get 8 slimes.
Made some milking,
Um.
and they're milking slime.
Okay.
Ew.
I don't want it.
I didn't want that.
And- okay. You. Let's have a look here. Thank you. Okay, so you're slowly making your way through these swampy regions here towards where the entrance of the caves is, and you start to hear a kind of struggling, kind of splashing sound. And as you kind of cautiously approach to try and get eyes on whatever it is, you notice a bedraggled looking head and shoulders and one wing on the surface of a patch of quicksand. You see a Luma.
First off, my Gen X heart is so happy that I get to deal with quicksand right now. So thank you. So a Luma though, but this isn't Clifford.
It's
This
not
is someone
no.
else.
This is a pigeon folk. Here.
You'll see very uncharitably, Astudo looks angry at this, and then stops and goes, "Oh, we should help them." You see, we gotta.
Kid's already hopping towards them.
Okay. Let me just do this.
Cautiously hopping towards them.
So many
Oh.
distractions, just trying to focus on one thing at a time.
It's
So many
fine. We
distractions.
just do this really quickly, and then we'll get out of here. It's fine.
So, question for you.
Come to the coast of a few drinks.
So basically, it's quicksand, right?
Yes.
So would mold earth work on quicksand?
Don't think so. Sorry, no. But
I mean,
if
if your target an area of loose earth, you can instantaneously excavate it, move it along the ground, and deposit it up to 5 feet away. I mean,
I think just the viscosity and the sucking nature of the quicksand makes it more. I don't think it quantifies as loose. Sorry.
What if Maruk uses Mold Earth in combination with Thistlesnoot's Creator Destroy Water?
Okay, so you desiccate this region of quicksand, dry it out so it becomes loose earth, and then that.
And then I elevator them out of the quicksand and boop, boop, deposit.
I love it.
Fantastic.
That seems like
That's
Might
a
take a while.
I can
but
only
sure.
do 10 gallons, so I don't
I mean,
know
10
about
gallons
that.
is still a lot of water.
Yeah.
That's true. Or a 30-foot cube within range. There we go.
okay.
10 gallons in an open container.
you
or
see them,
30-foot
We're
cube.
gonna drench you first. Just hold your breath.
I was talking the moisture in the quicksand will count, right? So if you destroy that water, then it will become loose earth that Maruk can manipulate.
That's
So
That's
yeah,
That is my
so
only spell
the
for the,
moonlight's
rest of tonight.
the moonlight's kind of shimmering off there, kind of that kind of like when like oil gets on water, that kind of rainbow kind of sheen, kind of purplish sheen to the feathers of the pigeons that pigeons have, and they're kind of little beaks like up, they're like help.
Give us like 30 seconds to maybe a minute and a half.
And the both of you, Maruk, carefully, observing the ground. So you just get to the edge, you prepare yourselves, and both of your magics go off, and the area becomes desiccated, but still kind of clawing into them. And then Thistle Snoot, like, you destroy the water there, and then Maruk just like lifts them, and then oh, and like just the clump of earth and the Luma elevate out and drop down to the ground.
Get to be an earthbender.
I was just thinking water, earth.
Fire.
And when it drops down on the edge of the away on the closest thing to dry land that you've got nearby, there's this weird kind of squelching noise. And Thistle Snoot, you're like, did the water come back? Was it a temporary thing? It's just this big squelch as the big mound of earth drops down, and Astuto, those fabulous ears of yours pick up that the direction was off, and you spin around, and there are two iridescent, shimmering slimes eagerly moving towards you. And
Wait, was the quicksand slimes?
no.
Or were the slimes
no,
coming up to us?
they have ambushed you whilst you're helping the Luma.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
Ah.
wow.
Scary.
Yes, yeah, it was.
Ambush
It's a
tactics.
globule. Ah.
And yet another distraction from what we're trying to do.
Okay,
I mean, we can just outrun them,
Oh
can't we?
no.
that is an option.
How far away are the slimes, and how far away is the Luma?
They have dropped down right behind you, and the Luma is right in front of you. So, are you going to attack them, or run? Your choice.
I might do.
You
Can I
first.
get off? Oh, well, I was just gonna say, can I just get off a quick spell, and maybe that'll distract them.
We go into initiative if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone, give me that initiative.
I'm planning on
please.
running. This is just a like. 'cause
I have a
I'm
wild
here,
surge
'cause They're
coming.
right there.
Yep. Okay. So. let's see,
Committed
how
already.
many
I'm gonna do it.
How many little slams doing? With their -4 to Dex.
Huh?
Okay.
Gross.
Let's see. How we go? Astuta, how'd you go?
19.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, Pixie, thanks for the gifted sub. Who gets the spin? Maruk,
Yes, what?
initiative, please.
Oh, 13.
13. Okay, thank you. And Thistle Snoot.
4.
4. Wow. And Kit.
15.
15. Okay. Thistle Snoot just is like looking at their paws. It's like, why would my magic squelch?
What does my magic squelch?
Roll for a player. Okay, I'm gonna roll. We had Kit and Thistle Snoot haven't had one yet, so let's go half and 50-50. Okay, Kit's getting the spin. Let's just see what it is first, in case it affects things here. Wow, magic says you'd love to see it. Okay.
I mean,
We're gonna die.
appropriate, right?
Yeah. Yeah, turn into a snail or something.
No, I don't think that's in there. There's some interesting ones. Astuto, you should hope for one. There's one of them in there. You get to roll a d20, and if you get a 20, you get to cast a wish on the wizard's table.
Wow.
Yeah, but what's the bad side?
There are other
you
things
get
in
to
there.
cast wish, and it's a pseudo casting wish. So
Oh no.
there you go. Yeah.
Great. What are you talking about?
Okay, so
I have previous characters in the back of my head going, "What? No, no, no," and I have a pseudo in the back of my head going, "What's a wish?"
Yes.
okay, Suto, you're first.
Okay. Do I have both these slimes next to me?
They're next to all four of you.
Okay. In panic, I think Astuto's gonna pull a short sword and
Okay.
it's gonna
Go for it.
at the closest slime. It's a 25 to hit. It's just
That definitely hits.
thank all the people who got me my dex real good. That is 10 piercing damage.
Okay, nice. We do have resistance, so it's half to 5.
How dare.
Sorry. But that does put them on their last legs. Jelly. Sorry, what's the equivalent? But I do also need you to make a strength saving throw.
Dear.
Okay. That's a mighty +0. Okay, 13.
A 13, okay. As you swing your sword, you cut grievously into the creature, but it does seem to reform around the blade a little. And then you're like, oh no, no, no! And you it feels like the blade is going to get stuck, but you do manage to heave it free. And yes, it does not get stuck to the ooze. Okay, thank you. Anything else on your turn?
I'm thinking. No, I guess he's gonna stay right there.
Gotcha. Okay, Kit, how about you? The spell you spoke of.
Yeah, the spell I was doing. Hold on, I want to see if there's any what should we call it? Material components. Aha! There's not. Cool. I get to do my bard thing then. Kit just kind of like turns around and goes, good, globules, and then we'll bring both paws together in a very thunderous clap and. Oh well, I mean, cast thunderclap, I guess.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I'm not getting I'm not getting a pseudo in it because that would
Thank
be
you.
sad.
No
I was
problem
about
at
to
all.
ask, do we all
You're going
have
for
to save?
you're going for the damaged one, right?
No. I'm just kind of like, you know. Let's see. It's a con save. DC, I think, 13. Hold on, let me look.
Let's look for you there. Spell save 13. Yep. Okay.
Aha.
Con save of 13. They have a little bit of con. Come on. That's an 18, I'm afraid.
Frick.
Still
Nothing
have
happens.
regards?
Yeah, no.
they
If I
still
had
take
taken a
half
long
damage?
rest, no. And then Kit just kind of goes, "Well, that's weird.
Don't they still take half
Tastes like a-
damage on a save though?
I don't think so. No, I know. Sad day.
Okay.
But yeah.
So this almighty goes off, but
Boom,
it's
and
just
then
like
nothing happens. Yeah. Kit's like, you must be fun at parties.
Okay. Maruk, you're next.
Okay, so all right, I am next to the injured.
Before we move on there, Kits, if you'd also roll me a D100, and you too, Maruk.
Oh yeah, wild magic.
Almost
Here we go.
missed
Here we
it.
go.
Well, I was hoping you would.
Bring on the
Hey.
chaos. Let's do this.
The terror.
D100.
Kits, let's do yours first, Kit, because you're in the order there.
Oh my god.
9.
9.
Okay. Until you rest, so into the caverns as well. Until your next rest, the range and duration of your bardic inspiration are both doubled.
Woo!
Nice.
Let's go! Spicy!
Very good.
Extra inspirational. Okay, and for our druid friend,
34.
a 34.
I like to think that came from you just being so loud there that you like inspired yourself.
Oh yeah. It's just like a
Everyone's
kind of
gonna
like,
hear you.
oh, that one was good. Yeah. That was a good, you know how you get the perfect clap? It's like,
Yeah.
Yes. Maruk. Everyone, you see this thunderclap go off, and Maruk seems to kind of startle, and their beak like throws back in the air, and then kind of goes rubbery and elongates, and you instead of your beak, you now have a elephant's trunk, which acts as a third arm or hand.
That's so cool.
That would have been really
triple
useful
wheel.
for the quicksand, like 2 minutes.
Okay,
ago.
I have so many questions. First off, do any of us know what an elephant is?
We need where's Legless? We need-
I know for real.
Second, if his
Where-
beak has turned into an elephant's trunk, are you now speaking through the trunk?
Right? Like, how do you eat?
And how is he
Where do
speaking to them?
Loxodon live? Have they come to the circus?
yeah, kids has definitely seen Loxodon, definitely, yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah. They did that. They
Like
did that
this.
spin in the Outlands where there's a bunch of planar travelers all over the place. Yeah, all good.
Okay. So my standing next to the injured bird, like I can tell that they're injured, right?
can- you can-
the pigeon.
The pigeon.
Blue
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
But you think
In that case,
the slimes
what I'm gonna
might be
do-
more pressing though.
All right. In that case, I'm going to cast on myself Armor of Agathes.
Can I just say, in the midst of the Japanese summer, I have never felt more prepared to RP slimes.
I've never heard anybody pronounce it like that. Agathes? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, likewise. Yeah,
I
likewise.
was
Jazz,
like,
yeah.
what? Slimes?
I've never heard anybody pronounce it like that. That's so much fun. I like that.
How have you heard it pronounced?
Agathis.
I get this.
Yeah, yeah.
I heard
Agathis.
Agathis.
Yeah, that's right. That's, yeah,
I'm
that's what Rick
with
said.
Jess. I'm a gap. The pronunciation is on the wrong syllable.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I mean, some of us
James.
don't know what
Welcome.
it sounds like
doing,
Mr.
Regis?
Mercer and Sigil when he said Sigil.
Oh, leave him alone.
It is Sigil.
Tragic.
It is Sigil.
He'll haunt him forever.
But yeah, so I cast that, draw
How you doing,
both my
Regis?
scimitars, and I just that's my turn. Like I'm
Okay, with your new elephant trunk. How you doing,
Yeah,
Riggers? Hope you had a
I'm-
fantastic session. Welcome in. We are fighting slimes in the muck fields of Humblewood. Let me give a shout out here. Everyone head over to our raiders here. Give them a follow. Storyteller. Oop. Welcome in. Okay, so you you cast armor of that person, and you
Agnes.
and then yes, just Agathis all along. Okay, now let us head over to the slimes. Sorry, Thistlesnoot. Before you get a chance there. And Astuto, the one that you hit is going to go for you, I'm afraid. Although I'm not very apologetic.
No, go for me.
Don't know what wizard in their right mind has an AC of 19. It's just disgusting.
Disgusting. Love it.
One that got a couple of very good rolls and got a mage armor off on.
remember
so.
Astuto is wizard.
Well, that's
E.
right.
So
Yeah, they can go for you.
that is
I'm a ranger.
a miss with just a 17.
Oh.
So this pseudopod extends from the slime and it's like, slap, but doesn't manage to. You manage to leap out of the way. I'd say.
Ooh.
Yeah, but it does leave this nasty, sticky residue on the ground where it hit. The other one is going to go for Kit. So let's.
I didn't do anything. I made a really cool noise. It made you guys,
Didn't like it. Didn't like it being
if anything,
discombobulated.
you should be thanking me.
Well, it will thank you with just a 9, so it does not hit. Over to you, Thistlesnoot.
Very quick footwork, you know.
I'm gonna toll the dead on the injured one.
Yeah.
So that is a wisdom save for them.
Oh, so
DC
wise.
13.
It's a 7.
All right.
9 on the dice.
So that is 4 necrotic plus. Oh wait, no, I roll a d12.
12,
I just
yeah.
did an 8. So let me just re-roll that.
Four.
La, la,
What was that the one for?
Let's roll that. Ha! 12 necrotic damage.
Oof,
Nice.
That's different. Okay, so tell us what happens, Thistle Snoot. What does it look like as this necrosis just goes through the slime and destroys it?
I like to think that Thistle Snoot was slow because she was in the destroying water thing. And she was like, there's water in there, maybe. And just is still in her destroying water vibe and just pulls it out of the slime in like a little spiral.
Whoa.
Okay.
I love it.
It's dark.
And
Slime bender.
Thistle Snoot, you may think after the other one is dealt with that it might be quite handy to grab some of that powdered sticky slime that we have now.
Oh yeah,
could be
absolutely
rehydrated later, perhaps.
in vials and jars.
Absolutely. Okay,
Gross.
that one is done. As it is desiccated and dried out there. Bye.
Oh, and I will run to position myself in front of the other slime to protect Kit. I think Kit is the one who is in most need of protection.
Yeah.
Usually
What?
Astuto
I think
is who Thistle Snoot would also want to protect, but Astuto seems really like buff and tough right now.
Or at least very sinewy and fast. Very, very dodgy.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Pseudo seems
I think
quite astute.
You
That's what you wanted to say.
Yeah, you can gather around these slimes, but I'm afraid get in between is going to be a little tricky. But Astuto, back to you.
Now, this other one, is it next to me or is it more than 5 feet away?
They're all right next to you. They drop down. Basically, the four of you are lined up on the edge of the quicksand, and they just drop down between the like on the middle sections there.
Okay. Yeah. The student looks at his sword, covered in slime, looks at the
I'll say-
slime, looks at the sword.
Actually, Astuto, sorry, I'll say because you were sorry, keep betraying my childhood tabletop days, base to base with that first one. I'll say you were actually a little withdrawn away from the other one.
Thank you. Very kind DM, because then he's going to look at the sword, and instead of swinging it at this other one, since he's got a little bit of range, he's going to point it and go, I want slime all over my sword. And I'm going to cast Firebolt at it. 16 to hit.
Definitely.
Awesome. 5 fire damage.
Ouch. Okay. There's no vulnerabilities there. But that, again, they look very badly burnt and hurt by that. Okay.
I'm done.
Thank you. Maruk. Oh, no, sorry, Kit. My bad.
Oh. What can I do? I don't know if there's anything. I don't even know if I have inventory.
Murder. You can do murder.
Of course we can do murder.
The murder verb has
Cantrip
spoken.
murder is always fun.
I don't think I have any. Oh, I have a quarterstaff. That's bonkers. I didn't know that.
That's
Yeah, I think I'm just-
bonkers.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't stop. I think I'm just going to I'm just gonna try thunderclap again. I suppose.
The music is over the top for slimes. Sorry. Actually, had way back in Rime of the Frostbane, I actually had someone in chat saying this music is too epic for these goblins, and I was like, hey, give the goblins a break.
You don't know their life.
Also,
know where
we are
they've been.
level 1. Chat, we are level 1.
True,
Yeah,
true.
chat.
Any
I'm just
initiative is
gonna-
deadly.
I'm just going to cast thunderclap again.
Okay.
Oh, but this time it's gonna be like a smaller one. I'm just gonna like. I don't know if I have fingers, but I'm going to
Okay.
just gonna like lean over and say, I'm like, at some point this has to work, right?
F your beans.
Yes.
That's my beans.
It was a con save, right?
Yes.
That's only a 5.
Ah! Ah! I can't believe that worked.
Too funny.
Cool. I'm gonna roll. I think it's a d6. I wasn't looking. I didn't have it pulled up because I didn't think it was gonna work. But cool. Love that for me.
Is it a cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay, add that.
That's my second. Yes.
Yeah, add that onto your sheet, so that's set for the day.
Yep. It's Vicious Mockery, which I know they can't hear, and Thunderclap. Da-da-da-da! Yes, it's a D6.
D6. Okay.
D6. Let's roll a cube. Whee! Bacha! That is 4 points of thunder
4.
damage.
Okay. Again, this one, because it was already badly damaged by the fire, the thunderclap goes off, and again it just like shimmers and goes, vibrates, but then like chunks of it like tear off as well, just like blown off. It's like bloop, bloop, and, like onto the trees behind. Okay, Muruk.
All right, so that one slime is still kind of hanging on to whatever life it has.
It is indeed.
Clearly, I needed to do the clap again. My fault. Just thought it'd be
Wait,
cool.
we literally did water, earth, fire, air. Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, we did. Hey, look.
Maruk, you got heart. You gotta do the heart.
I'm not a bloodbender, sorry. But what I'd like to do, am I right next to the slime, or have I got a little distance from it? Like,
What did you attack with last time?
I didn't.
Oh, that's right, you just armored up. That's right. Yes. Yes, and you can be. Let's see. Yeah, no, this one, because the other one was between Astuto and Kit, and this one is between. This was between you and Thistlesnoot, but then Thistlesnoot kind of stepped towards Kit. So so this one is right next to you. Sorry, yeah.
Okay, if this one is right next to me, then... So when Astuto casted Firebolt, is there any leftover flame, like, still going on?
Don't think so. No.
Damn it. Okay.
Just a rather nasty smell.
Okay, I'm just checking. Just checking. It's fine. In that case, it is... Yep. It's time for slashing things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attack him with my scimitar.
Go for it.
Actions, scimitar, and dirty 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
Definitely hits.
And that is 4 slashing damage.
4. 7 would be down to 3. You rolled. You round down every time.
Oh, right.
But it's just, I ran down on you as well.
Gotcha. So
okay,
is it still?
It's
alive?
barely. Yes. Could you? Well, are you going with your offhand? Yeah.
Oh yeah, gonna bonus action to use the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. 18.
Nice.
That's just a regular D6.
Unfortunately, no bonus on that one.
6.
Oh, nice. Which is half to 3, but that's still enough.
Nice.
And the slime is destroyed, and you're left there just trying to pull them both out. They're stuck in there. Also, Muruk, with your druidic studies and your knowledge of these creatures, you know that you to warn the others to not walk where the slimes had moved, because that for the next 15 minutes that will be danger of being stuck there.
Got it. Hey guys, don't walk in their slime path. You'll be stuck there, and I can't move you. You'll be. It's bad. Don't do it.
Yeah.
It holds up their giant rabbit foot that has no shoes and is like, noted.
Are any of us wearing shoes, actually?
Do we wear shoes here in the Humblewood?
Player's choice.
I mean, I got claws, so I ain't got shoes on.
Mhm.
We're all disgusted by being here in the
Yup.
park.
Yes.
It's bad. It's bad.
Sloshing through.
It's really hard to climb with shoes, so I don't know.
Well,
if I wear
I would like to check the vitals of the Luma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that the slimes are now gone.
They
I'm gonna
were
scoop up some slime.
they're slightly they think they have like a level of exhaustion from trying to escape, but not physically damaged.
Okay, good.
It looks like the slimes also they do not mix well with quicksand, and they were waiting for other creatures to be drawn by the Luma, it seems. So you switch up the music here. You go over there, and they're like, oh, thank you so much.
what you doing here? Also, have you seen a kid about this tall? I look at his studio because, like,
You're looking for Clifford too?
Huh?
You're looking for Clifford too?
Yes.
yes.
Oh, good. Yes, we must. They must be in danger.
Yeah, that's why we're out here. And then we got a little distracted. Who are you again?
They bob their head. I'm Bob. And I'm the avian's representative in the Reach. I made friends with Clifford when they came on this research mission, and I'm so worried what's happened. We must come on. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Lead the way.
Pull back out the map.
he's like, oh no, I shall defer to the one with the map. And Astuto,
Not here without a map.
I panicked. I didn't think about it.
Well,
and,
good for you that we came along. Come on, let's go.
Okay. And you head off, and I think our view stays at the side of this slowly steaming dead slime, and this other one desiccated and lacking its original form as Thistlesnoot, scooped up a packet or two of dehydrated sticky slime, and Thistlesnoot, you'll be able to, if you mix that with water and cast it behind you, it will have the same effect as their slime trail.
Nice.
So the opposite of grease.
Yes, exactly. Just mechanically, so that's any creature that steps in that ooze trail has to do a DC 12 strength saving throw, or they become restrained. So.
Could I, at some point, can I make that into like a throwable?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yes, our view stays there as Bob the Luma and the four of you disappear off between the slimy trees, dangling moss and mists of the mock fields towards the Mockden Caverns, which is where we shall join you in a couple of weeks. 2 weeks off. Next week we busy here in Japan, so won't be able to play, unfortunately, and I shall miss it terribly. But I look forward to a fortnight from now where we can jump back in with these fantastic adventurers. And a massive thank you for everyone who's joined us today. Thank you for the follows and those gifted subs and the raid from JN3? JN3. Storyteller. Thank you, Storyteller. Thank you for that raid, and absolute pleasure to see everyone as always. Thanks for sticking around, and we are going to head off raiding, so stick around for that, and let's pay that love forward. But before we do, let us hear from these fine folks. Jumping over to the far corner there, Thistlesnoot, where can people find you on the material plane?
Hi, in the real life, I'm Jess. You can find me on Twitch at Angry Nerd Girl, and you can find me on Blue Sky as Unseelie Jess. And yeah, I write games and I stream games, so go check out that link and find them.
Wonderful. Yes, all the links in chat. Everyone do please head over and give everybody a follow. Muruk, your good self.
Hello, I'm Ludus Rex. You can find me on the TikTok for now, and apparently Twitter as well. I'll have to go find myself. So just go find me. I'm also going to go try to find me as well.
Thank you. And Kits, how about you?
Oh shoot. I should have looked this up. It's fine. I'll do it next time. What up? I'm Jazz, also known as Cinderscoria on the everywhere. Cinderscoria. I know I said that fast, but I believe in you guys.
Links in chat.
Links in chat. You can find me here. You can find me at Queen's Court Games. You can find me on Other Cider Studios. You can find me at Girls from These Worlds, baby. I might be shooting my shot. We'll see. That's it. I might be at Big Bad Con. I will be at Big Bad Con.
Yes.
So you should come find me there too. And I am doing at least one panel, maybe two, maybe three if I'm feeling spicy. It's gonna be my first con, so come say hi.
Spectacular. Thank you. And last but not least, but any measure you can to employee, Astuto.
I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find all the stuff that I'm doing at my website, lauren-urban.com. Just go to the front page. You'll see any of the current stuff I'm doing. And Most of what I'm going to be doing for the next week or two will be in the digital realm, as I am hunkered down until I have 5 negative COVID tests in a row. So thank you.
Good indeed. Thank you. And we are QuestJunkiesUK. We have lots of D&D and other TTRPGs, and we'll be back at the weekend. We have Jacinta's Tyranny from CZRPG. By the way, CZRPG today just dropped their most recent Kickstarter, the fabulous continuation of their Amazing Encounters and series. And we will be delving into dungeons this time round. Amazing Encounters and Dungeons, predictably funded in a matter of several hours, fully funded, so that's going to be heading out to all of you fantastic folks. As always, a great selection of encounters and dungeons which you can drop into your campaigns as needed, or put them together into mini campaigns. It's over there at the link there. Awesome work from Christian and everyone at CZRPG. As always, please give them your support as they're struggling to get back on their feet and get everything back to normality after the Brazilian floods that happened. Yeah, please do jump in on that awesome Kickstarter, and keep your eyes peeled, or ears peeled, whichever you fancy, as we will be doing a giveaway to support the Kickstarter of all 3 previous Kickstarters that they have done. The PDFs for those going out in a big giveaway soon, so do jump in on that. And as Lauren said here, yes, the fabulous, the Forgotten, Idle Champions of the Forgotten, the Forgotten Realms. I got the wrong way around. Forgotten Champions of the Idle Realms is a completely different thing.
And yet they mirror each other. Very nice.
Indeed. Do go and check out the fabulous stuff over at Idle Champions. And you can check out the fun strategy game that is Idle Champions, and all of the cool in-lore characters from the Forgotten Realms that they have, as well as famous and popular characters from across the actual play space, with the new things being released all the time. Very exciting event happening starting tomorrow, I believe. Right?
Tomorrow.
So what better time to jump in and get in on all that goodness there. And there is a code to grab yourself an Electrum chest, set you up on your adventures. So jump in on that good stuff. All right. Okay, thank you, everyone. Yes, as I said, we have CGRPG's Jacinta's Tyranny, on Friday. And then at the other end of the weekend, we'll be continuing our Tomb of Annihilation. And then back to the opposite weekends to this one, which will be Candlekeep Mysteries and Fandelver and Below. All that good stuff. Thank you so much, everybody. Absolute pleasure, as always. We're going to drop that fabulous QuestJunkiesUK cinematic one more time, and then we'll be off on our merry way. Do stick around. Information about the ongoing stuff that's happening with Idle Champions right now. Thanks for the follow, Cats Tees Sweaters. And then we shall be raiding into our friend Darling Creepshow. It's Creep's birthday, so let's go and see what they're doing. So thank you, everybody. Absolute pleasure as always. But stick around for that raid if you've got them. Let those phoenixes fly. As you like to say around these parts, I assume you say. Thank you. Goodbye.